Well, guys, welcome back. It's Lasland again with another Valheim video. Welcome back to episode 3. But wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. You're looking at the YouTube and it says episode 1. So, we're we lost about 2 episodes worth of footage getting us to where we are now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to start fresh on a new server. I'll show you guys up to going in, getting Surtling cores, and then we're going to jump back to this server and show you the progression we've made here. So I'm going to skip back to the loading screen, load up a new server with a new character. We'll start there. I'll show you how to get to Ichthyr, kill him off, and then we'll get into some burial chambers, get some Surtling cores, get the furnace and everything made, and then we'll jump back here. So we're not going to do any building or major building over there. We'll get a bed and everything ready, get some workbenches, and then that'll be it. So yeah, I will bring you back when we start on the new server, and follow along, guys. Thanks. Alright, here we go, guys. We're loading into the new server. If you haven't started on Valheim, I'm kind of wondering what the hype's about. It's an open world survival game in a Viking universe where you're a dead Viking warrior. You go to Valheim before you get to Valhalla. You have to prove to Odin that you're strongest. You're one of the greatest warriors. So what happens is you get dropped on Valheim and you have to work your way through killing off all the Forsaken, sacrificing them to Odin, and then you will be accepted into his army of in Valheim. So here we are getting brought to Valheim after our death in battle from a Valkyrie. Last time I played through it looked more like just like a raven, but you could definitely tell that there's human features under that mask. This is the equivalent of all the other survival games, waking up naked on a beach. If you haven't played, first thing you're going to think is, wow, the character models are kind of blocky. But trust me, the ambience of the game, the combat, the building structure, the tiered progression, it's all definitely worth your time. Give it give it that 10 or 15 hours or 20 hours for the what you paid for it, and trust me, you'll be happy that you did. All right, little Hugan, tell us what we got to do. So these are the Forsaken that we have to slay. We get their heads and we bring them back and we hang them on here. These little red ruins is going to tell us where the first boss is. So Ichthyr, oh, it's close. So we're going to go here and we're going to fight Ichthyr, but we need to build up a little bit of a base and gather some resources first. So let's do that. So just like most, unlike most games, for this one, to learn how to craft things, you don't level up and then get engrams. What you have to do is you have to pick up resources. Actually, it looks like we're close to the water here too. So when you pick up a stone, it'll tell you how to craft. So you'll see stone axe and hammer. Open up your inventory with tab. So let's look for a club. We need 6 wood to make a club to defend ourselves with. Let's keep gathering stones as well. Birdie helper again. As you use your skills, they will increase in levels. So if you look in here, see we ran a little bit, so we've got a level 1 run, 0 clubs, 0 blocks, 0 axes. Okay, I need some more wood here. Come on. Unarmed. This isn't like Ark where you punch a tree to get wood. You gotta actually find it on the ground. So while we're running around gathering stuff, just ask you guys, have you played Valheim? And if you have, what's your first initial thoughts? Were you like me and thought when you first seen it that, yeah, the graphics are a little bit off? I kind of like my character models to be a little bit crisper. Or were you hooked the second you seen it? I know the more I play, the more I enjoy this. I like the food system as well. We'll get into that a little bit here. So you look on the bottom left down here. We have food full and 25% health, or 25 health. When you eat berries, like this one, it'll give me a increase in stamina, so my stamina bar increase, and it'll have a 600 second duration, and it'll heal me 1 hit point per tick, and it'll also give me a boost in hit points that will level up over time. Oh, that's our little buddy again. Found a snack, consume it, yep. And he'll kind of confirm a lot of the things that you do as you're running around gathering. And if you have any questions again in here, this is after he talks to you. You can go back and look and go, oh yeah, this is what he said. I don't want to make a hammer yet. I might as well make a hammer. New building pieces. Let's keep gathering. Want to make an axe. Want to make a club. And then before dark, I'd like to get set up a small starter hut so that I can be protected. So this, if you've played Minecraft, this game's a lot like Minecraft in the way that if at nighttime you sleep in your bed and there's no enemies around, it will time lapse till morning. If you're on a... Ooh, stay out of there. So you can see the change in trees. The big pine trees and the big fir trees, that's a black forest, where these birch trees are more meadow. Yeah, we're not ready for black forest just yet. Don't even have an axe. There we go. Let's put that over there. All right. So, little words to the wise. This game has very good physics. So if you chop a tree down and you're standing downhill from it, kind of like I am, there's a high possibility that it's going to come down on you. So just be ready to move when you're chopping trees. And then if it lands on another tree, let's see which way it's going here. See? If that lands on you, you're going to take that 80 and 50 damage mark that you've seen on the right-hand side. Also, now that I'm downhill from it, when I break the tree in half, there's a high probability that it's going to roll towards me, but I'm close enough to it that it's not going to get any speed. So you got to chop the tree down, and then you have to chop it into sections, and then the sections into lumber to build your... You noticed that there was some free lumber there. Oh, we got a grayling. These are the kind of the protectors of the forest. First main enemy in the game. They also give resin that allows us to make torches. And fire arrows a little bit later. We'll keep chopping up these beech trees. You're going to see different styles of trees. This oak, see my axe here, it says too hard. You need to progress farther into the game to get the oak axe. But the beech trees we can handle right now. So the other thing about this game, guys, that a lot of people probably didn't know right off the bat, and I just found out, is when you're running a dedicated server or a private server on your own computer, it's not infinite resources. When you chop a tree down, if you don't plant a tree in that tree spot, it don't come back. If you go in and you harvest a dungeon, that's all you're going to get in that dungeon. So if you're playing on a server with a bunch of guys that are progressing faster than you, probably a good idea to get them to scout you a new island before you start and jump over to that island where they're not progressing. And I found that out on the other server, because I went into a couple dungeons that the guys had already progressed through, and there was nothing. So I had to run around a lot trying to find new black forests to progress. But you would have seen that, but the file got corrupted, so. Oh, looks like my tree's hung up. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the open. A little bit here down by the water so that we've got access to the water from when we want to build a raft. Where it looks like a good area. Where's the boss? Oh, he's not that far. Let's just put up a hut here. Okay, so building. You have to have your hammer in hand. And then right click to bring up your building menu. And then the first thing you want to craft is a workbench. You see, let's get that. You see that circle around there? That's your building radius for this workbench. You can't just build willy-nilly. You have to have a workbench within the radius. The next thing that you have to build, and if you're just going to build a building around your workbench, that's fine. But a workbench needs a structure to protect it. So what you got to do, and if you guys are not new to the game, skip past this. You all know what you got to do here. So you have to build a structure around. So this is probably the easiest one. You got to cover it for it to come on, try again, for you to be able to access it. So now we can access the workbench and repair our items. The nice thing about this game is you don't have to there's no cost to repair. As long as you have a workbench, you repair. I guess what I should have showed here is we'll build another workbench, which will actually increase our, I guess you could call it influence. And let's click on this one. See, crafting station needs a roof. So now you're thinking, Laz, you just put that down and it's going to cost you resources that you just hard to harvest. Valheim doesn't punish you for making a mistake. It's 10 wood to craft a workbench. You break it down, you get 10 wood back. So if you make a mistake, it's easy to fix. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go back into our workbench, and we're going to make one of our first resources that we need. So we're going to make a hoe with just 10 wood and 2 stone. And we're going to use that hoe to level the ground in this area. See how we're focusing on getting it down to the level here? I just want to build kind of a starter hut. You know, some floors, 4 walls and a roof. So I can put a bed in there and sleep when it becomes nighttime, so I'm not out getting attacked by all the Grey Dwarves. Let's see what our little birdie friend says here. Yeah, landscaping. He's talking about the hoe. So right now we're kind of pushing the ground down, but you can also right click, and if you have stone and a workbench in the area, you can raise the ground up. So now I'm out of stone. Oh, let's get back to level in the ground. This way you don't have to build on stilts. Later on you'll get a pickaxe that you can actually dig down, and if you wanted to build subterranean you could. Okay, that should be good. So let's take this, and I want to throw down some. So you noticed here build off this. This is blue. That one's blue, a little bit lighter of blue. And this one goes green. So what that's saying, here, let's get out of there. You see how the first one has fully supported ground support. Second one, fully supported ground support. Third one's a little bit higher. And then the fourth one's kind of off in the air. So it's going to change colors and tell you that you can't. It'll tell you when you're running out of ground support and you actually can't build. And if you do, things will start to break. So let's go back to our 8 here. Oop. I'll show you. So we're going to keep that mound of dirt like that. I'm going to try and get this. Come on. Level down. Okay, so we're going to keep that mound of dirt. I just want to snap. Will it let me? Probably going to have to go out and get more. Yeah, we're out of wood. Okay, let's go get some more wood. Stumps on the ground give you wood. Trees around. So if you see a tree that's too hard to cut, like you'll notice this white one over here, it's going to tell me it's too hard. There's a trick to knocking those over early game. Birch, too hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these little trees around it. Then I'm going to try and knock this beech tree into that birch tree. And what that'll do is it'll damage the tree enough that hopefully it'll fall over too and give us some branches. If not, we'll use the beech tree as a... Oh, no, it's going to fall on me. Oh, got a little guy. He's not happy we're cutting down his bush. Okay, so this tree's up on the knoll here, so let's jump over it, zoom back out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate this tree to ram it into that birch tree. Like I said with the physics, if you push one direction, it'll go that direction. I might end up killing that tree once I hit this great dwarf. Come here. Quit running away. Turn it, turn it. So now watch this tree here. It's going to take damage from the rock in front. See how it knocked that over and it, oh, just landed on my head. Okay, we got it lined up. The tree's going to break before we can get this birch tree down, but I'll show you anyway. So what you're watching for on this tree here is you're going to see numbers jump up. See the 11? I'm going to end up killing myself on this tree. I got to be really careful. Here we go, give it a good push. Or run myself over with it. So anyways, you do this a bunch of times, and it'll knock that tree over. And then you push this tree into the one laying on the ground after you knock it over. And it'll give you fine wood, which will give you your next set of recipes. It'll help you get a better bow coming up in the future. This rock is making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. At least I'm leveling my running. There we go. See, now it falls to the ground. As long as it doesn't hit the water, we'll run this one up against that a couple times. Nope, it broke the other way. But you see how that works. So let's quit playing with a tree that we shouldn't be able to knock down and get this other tree harvested. It's going to hit that rock and hopefully break. No. Come on, it's getting dark. Okay. So to be able to sleep, what you need is you need a campfire, which is in the 8 inventory. Oh, I think I need stone. It's flint. I can get myself into trouble running around at night. Come on, where's the stone? I know what you're thinking. Just make a pick, chop down some of these stones. The first progression is stone tools, and then once you've killed the first boss, did I get that? How many stone do I have? 4. Once you've killed the first boss, he'll give you the ability to make a pick, and that'll unlock your ability to break stone and start upgrading. The other thing is these graylings, they're pretty well living trees, so they're not really big fans of your torch. So normally they stay away from you, but if you chase them down, you can light them on fire. And for a lot of the game, fire saves your life. And we'll hustle back here. I think we should have enough. Okay, so let's build a campfire. Our little birdie friend's back. So why we're doing this here is because you need a campfire right by your base, or right by your bed, for you to be able to sleep. And I don't think I can sleep without a roof. Yeah. So we'll build the campfire out because we're not going to get a big setup going here right now. What did I do there? It's getting dark. So we'll build a door here. Looks like we got somebody attacking our... Get out of there, skeleton. Really? Skeletons, level 1 area. Oh, game. Should have made a hammer. Or should have made a club. At least we're close on the respawn. So, when you die, you drain your skills. And then you get this nice ability that's no skill drain as you run back to your body. So that when you run in to get your stuff back and get away from the bad thing that killed you... What did he break there? Where did he go? He killed me and then ran away. Well, that's nice of him. Okay, so let's finish putting... And I know what you're thinking, this is not a very good structure. We just need something to get us so that we can sleep. There we go. So you're going to see a quick... Sometimes you have dreams, sometimes they talk to you. Yeah, there you go. So then we wake up in the morning, feeling rested. A new day dawns, and we're off to the races. So we'll equip our one piece of gear back here. We'll go talk to the birdie. Building a bed, yeah. So that... Trying to catch its butt on fire. So now to be able to cook, you need a cooking station, and it's got to be over a fire. And when we get meat, we'll cook that on there. So what we need to do is we need to gather some flint, some more meat, and some more wood, and then I will... Actually, no, he's going to fly away. So if you hit the control button, this is the sneaking mode. If you sneak up on something, you deal extra damage, and they won't run away from you. So it's a good way in early game before you get a bow to catch up to a deer. So I would like to catch up to that skeleton that killed me, finish him off. See where he's at. Anyway, so we're just gonna do some harvesting around here. I'm gonna get a couple of these little lizard-like dudes that you see swimming around. These are called necks. They're a good source of beginning game meat. You cook them up and then you get necktail meat, which is one of the things that helps you in the beginning, because you're allowed to have three foods. I normally go early game, you're doing the raspberry, you're doing the roast meat, and you're doing the necktail. And that'll give you your best chance of survival. So now that we got a little bit of meat here, let's make sure we grab some more flint. What do we got here? Oh, just was going to leave a necktail to waste there. So yeah, the necktail like hanging out in these reedy like areas around the meadow. So we got some food, let's cook it up. So I'm going to zoom in here, click on the... Now you heard the sizzle, and you see the two items on the fire. Now we're going to wait, and you're going to hear another sizzle, and that'll mean they're done. And they change color. So then you can take them off, light yourself on fire. That's always good. Take them off, and let's get a piece eaten. See that brown jump there? That's how much stamina boost and food boost we got, so our health will go right up to that top bar now. And the necktail, come on, gives us 2 hit points per tick, where the raspberries was 1, and it lasts twice as long. So it'll help us in our adventures out getting some more wood. So what we need to look for now, zoom back out, is we need to get some boars for some leather, and maybe a deer or 2, without venturing too far away from base. Oh, there's another one of our little grayling friends. So I thought when I was running around over here, or was it? Yes, over here, that I seen a boar. Normally they come in packs of 2. What's this on the ground? Oh, leather scraps. There we go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we need to make a bow. And shield and flint and spear. It's one of the first major items of the game. That skeleton must have killed that poor boar while he was out at night. So the enemies in the area get progressively harder at night. So if you can, you want to sleep and make sure that you're not getting jumped by stuff like skeletons 5 minutes into the game. Why didn't I repair my stuff before I left? Laz, you're an idiot. Oh, see some mushrooms. Where you go look for trouble. There we go. Oh, let's look well here before we leave. So the next thing I want to get to is I want to get to a crude bow. So we need 8 leather scraps to make that. And then wooden arrows are 8 wood for 20 arrows. So we have 1 leather on us now. We need to find some more boars and get some more leather. So let's head in this direction along the water line. You should always be gathering flint when you can. They'll be used a little bit later for flint arrows, which do more damage than just the regular wood arrows. Come on, little boars. Oh, we got some deer. Let's see if we can't sneak up on one of these deer. See how your stamina drains as you're moving sneakily? Come on. Get him. There we go. What'd we get? Got raw meat and a deer hide. You don't get the bonus if he's spotted you like he did there. Only when you attack from surprise. God, these things are everywhere. Oh, there's a boar. Gotta get out of the water and kill this grayling first. So if you've noticed, you suck at everything at the beginning of the game. Your weapons don't hit hard, you're swimming, you can't jump. As you level it, your jumping gets better, you can jump farther, you can swim longer, more stamina. There's lots of guides on the internet right now on how to increase your skills without actually running around playing the game. So it might be a good idea to look up a couple of those just for swimming, because it seems like the only time you swim is when you're in trouble and you're halfway out of stamina. So with the game being generated like this, you're going to see lots of these little huts pre-generated around. They're actually a good way to get you started. If I would have known this was here. Oh, another grayling. Jeez. Don't you know I got an axe? Chop you up. Oh, little neck wants some too now. Get out of here. So yeah, I could have just dropped down a crafting bench, threw a couple platforms or a couple floors in there, put a bed down, and boom, starter hut. But you don't know what you're going to get in these maps until you're actually out harvesting and looking around. So did we get our 5 hide? 3, so we need 2 more. Just like any other survival game, as you start, it's always a good idea just to pick things up as you see them, fight the beginning monsters as you get near them. Oh, beat that one to death with my bare hands. We got more mushrooms. Can I eat a mushroom right now? There we go. So you got 3 food on the bottom. Mushrooms aren't the greatest, but they're plentiful and you can just wander around and find them. The beginning levels, like I said, you want cooked meat, you want a necktail, and you want a berry or a mushroom of some kind. That'll give you your 3 starters, give you a fighting chance at defending yourself against some of these early level monsters before you get weapons and armor. Oh, got ourselves a couple more deer over here. Oh, I want the buck. You don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. Get him. Yes. So you seen on the top of his, there was a star. That means he's a higher level, which will give you better loot. So I got actually 2 hide from that buck instead of the 1 that you normally would get. And they hit harder if it's one of the enemies that fight back. And that deer head trophy is what we need to sacrifice to call Ichthir to come fight us. I think you're just proving that you killed his family and that you made him angry, so he's going to come attack us. Come on, hit the tree. I don't think we're going to get to that today. We'll probably get to there in the next episode if I can get lucky and find some more boars and start getting our gear, getting everything ready to go. I could have built right here. This was a nice little spot. Thing about building too close to the water is the water level rises and lowers with the tide and with the wind. So if you built on this nice flat spot, you think it's going to stay dry. When it gets windy out on the ocean, it'll flood this whole area, and if you have your campfire down on the ground, it'll actually put it out and make it so that you can't sleep until the water subsides. So it's always a good idea to build a little bit back from the water, but you want to be close so that you can protect your boats and your ships in the future. And like I said, with the necktail or the necks being one of your first food sources, it's always good to build close to them so that you can hunt them and harvest them. I wish they give leather scraps too, then you wouldn't have to go find boars. But yeah, there's a ton of necks over here. Good. Nice thing is this is always going to be on my mini map because this is where the boss is summoned. Oh, we got some boars. 2 of them. That's enough. Let's sneak up on this one. Or just run right up to him and touch him. That works too, Les. Good job. This one I'm going to run up to. There we go. Is that enough? 5. Perfect. We can make a bow. So this is the summoning place. If you don't know what to do, you find the summoning place. You read the stones. Hunt his kin. So it's telling you to kill the deer and get the trophies, which you'll put on your hotbar and sacrifice. And then you'll see. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll see next episode, and we'll deal with the deer. It's fun. When I first heard about this game, they said heavy metal Viking game, and I jumped in. I couldn't understand why until you fight that first boss, and then you understand why they call it a heavy metal Viking game. It gets intense for a first boss, but not like Dark Souls intense. Just ambience intense. Okay, so we know where that boss is now. Got another little lean-to. So something I learned on the other game is with these types of buildings, you can... I want to go there. You can break down... See how I got core wood there? Broke down all the huts by placing down a crafting bench. And then you can break the crafting bench up and move on with your way. And that gives you free resources and stuff like core wood and fine wood that are in those lean-tos you don't get for a while. So, how many did I get? I got 3 core wood. I can't remember how many I need to build a bow, the core wood bow, but it's that's a start. Look at this. What do we got in here? Oh, we got a chest, some torches, flint and steel, or flint head arrows, and coins. Very nice. And you know what, guys? That other area, it's close to the water, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch already. I'm going to fix this little bad boy up. Put a couple walls up, or a couple of ceilings up, and throw a bed down. Let's put a wall up here. Let's get some flooring in. There, that's way better than that little crappy starter hut that I did down by the water. We're close enough to the water to get the necks. Got a free chest. Actually, I'll break that chest and get that out of there. I don't want that. So let's put down a bed. And we're close to the boss, so if we die, it's not that far of a run back. Sorry, my voice cracked there for a second. There, we'll throw down some chests. Let's break this one and that one. Let's throw down a fire there. Let's put a chimney around that. So we'll put those half walls there. Snap big walls to it. Break those. And that should funnel the smoke out the door so that we don't smoke ourselves out. And let's put a thatch roof. Oh, we want to build another roof up here. Like that. Can I repair these? I can. So we'll repair all the damaged structures so that if something attacks us in the night, it doesn't just break its way in. Perfect. There we go. Actually, I don't like the looks of that. Just want to leave it open. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Then what we can do is put down, no, let's move it over here. What I want to do is I want to extend this up a little bit and then put a 45 snapped onto there. There we go. Looks like we're cooking with gas. Smoke's going out up the couple holes. The rain shouldn't put that fire out. We got our new bed set. Let's cook up a couple pieces of meat. Actually, wait a minute. Workbench. Where is it? Crude bow. Oh, we need 8 leather scraps. I thought we needed 5. What was I thinking that was 5? Huh. Okay, well, let's get some sleep. And in the morning, we'll wake up, go find some more boars, and get that bow made. Okay, as the sun's coming up, let's get a couple more pieces of cooked meat. We got 3 more to cook and some tails, so we'll be here for a couple more. Okay, let's go look for some more boars. Nice thing is the pigs don't run away when you... They will attack you. Oh, grayling. It's good, I need some fire arrows. Come here, boar. Where are those other 2? Hopefully that doesn't spook that deer. Spooked that one, but let's get this other one. Nope, not sneaky enough, I guess. Did we get our 3? Needed 3. There it is. There's hide number 3. Raw meat, leather scraps. Perfect. Let's hightail it back. Let's get some meat cooking. What do we need? Leather scraps. So you're going to hear in the background the meat finish cooking, but we're going to ignore it. Let's make our bow. Let's make some arrows. So you heard that cooking sound. So that's cooked. Now let's leave it for another minute. You hear that sound there? Now it's overcooked, and we've got hunks of charcoal or hunks of coal. We just learned a couple of new patterns. Okay, so I want to upgrade my axe from a stone axe that has 15 slashing to a flint axe that has 20 slashing. So let's craft that up. Let's see if we can upgrade. Flint axe. We need leather scraps and a level 2 workbench. So what do we need to make a level 2 workbench? We need a chopping block and a tanning rack. The chopping block, we just need some more wood. So let's equip that new axe we had. We'll keep that one as a backup. Let's head out, get a little bit more wood, upgrade that. Okay, what do we got? Oh yeah, we were going to upgrade. We wanted to build a chopping block, and we just put it down beside. Now it gives us leather tunic, leather pants, and the stag breaker. What's the stag breaker? So we need 5 deer trophies, 2 leather scraps, and core wood. We got a little bit, but we didn't get that much. Okay, so let's repair our stuff. Let's grab our bow. We're going to go down towards the ocean and find a couple birds, because we need their feathers for fletchings for the better arrows. Now that we got a bow, we're not going to see any. We had one land right on our fire earlier. Oh, there we go. Ask and Odin will provide. Poof. Poof of feathers. 3 of them. So fire arrows and flint head arrows. That's what we needed. I don't know what dandelion's for yet. I think it's for a more end game. So let's get our hammer back out. Let's break this all down. We'll leave the bench for last because we want to be able to break this stuff down. We'll get all our resources back. So you do have a weight limit there. But we'll leave those resources on the ground. And we'll, if we work our way, yeah, let's work our way along the ocean. Is that another bird? Oh, you flew away. Where'd you go? There he is. Missed him. Didn't fly away though. Oh, now he did. Had my shot and I missed it. Okay, it's starting to get dark again, so we're gonna have to head back to our little hut. Oh, see that? Oh my god. I think all this time shooting a bow in this game, I'd be better at it. They got the dukes. Okay, here, let's go throw some of this heavy wood in a box, and then we'll come back and get that deer hide. Get rid of all you, and you. Head back out there and grab that hide. We need the deer leather. Or deer, especially 2 pieces. Oh, that must have been a level 2. Oh. I am blind in this game. Missed him. Anyway. Okay, so we're not going to reuse our food just yet. We'll start cooking. What did I want to make? I wanted to make fire arrows, which is 2 feathers, 8 resin, and 8 wood. And I put the wood in here. Craft 20 of them. So we need some more. Our food's done cooking there. Let's grab that before we... So we need some more feathers. We need more hide to be able to make some pants. We need some more scraps. We need some more deer heads. And more food. So I think what we're going to do is once this food is done cooking, we'll call it there. And then next episode we'll come back, we'll head out, gather some more resources, and then at the end of that episode we'll try and fight Ichthyr or die trying. I just gotta say, they can keep the character models low if they keep making, like, that is awesome. Yggdrasil, the world tree, and then the galaxy, that looks wicked. But anyway, thanks guys. That'll be it for today. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, like, subscribe, do the things. I will continue putting these videos out because I enjoy the game, and I hope you guys do too. And that's kind of what this channel is about. Is I'm going to play the games that I enjoy, do tutorials on other things, and if you enjoy it, stick around and take these adventures with me. If not, thanks for watching, and I'll either see you next time or I won't. Thank you very much.